Right, what I'm going to tie now is a thing I call the Piriaka caddis. This is it here. Piriaka is a small township in New Zealand. Caddis have got fat little bodies and a dark tent-like wing, and that's what I've tried to copy with this little beauty. Okay, in the hook I've got a short shank wide gape hook. It's a 10, the gape is a 10, the shank is about a 12. What we do first is run the thread from the 3/4 point on the shank all the way to the rear. Back again. Then we're going to tie a tail. I know caddis haven't got tails, but this is going to merge in with the wing. And what we're looking for is something that floats like a cork, because where I'll be fishing, this is real boisterous, heavy water, and you need all the floatability you can get. So this will blend in, and it's not really going to look like a tail. It's going to blend in with the wing and add flotation, which is what I want. So the tail will be the width of the, clean this off, will be the width of the gape, give or take. So we start from the 3/4 position, and keeping hold of this with your left hand, you tie it securely on the top of the shank, not letting go, and you wind down to a position equal roughly where the barb is. Okay, then you can let go, and you've got quite a neat tail without any flaring, or not a lot of flaring there. We'll clean up the, and then you can tie this securely, secure this down. Ensure it's your tail sitting right on top of the hook. It hasn't come around with the torque from the thread. Lighter turns towards the end to stop it flaring. And then you need a body, which is over here. And I'm using SLF, a olive brown synthetic dubbing for the fat little body. So as I've been saying, make it quite a nice chunky body, like the original has. Hold on to it with your other hand and make yourself a nice fat little body, but only 3/4 the length of the shank. And that's it, right about there. Now, once I've done that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rough this up with my Velcro popsicle stick. Thank you for making this for me, Daisy. And then I smear some of this on my fingers and work it into the body. This is all about a fly that floats like a cork. Right. Then I'm going to put rubber legs on, but only on the rear, only sticking backwards. I'm not going to have front legs like a hopper would have. So just tie those on any legs that you like. Make sure they're in line with the side of the hook and they don't ride up or right down. You want them right in line. You can move them about to have a look to make sure they're exactly where you want, and those are. So I will cut the fronts off, but I'm going to leave them long for the time being. Now I've already pre-cut. This is dyed, I suppose I should have told you that. This is dyed deer hair, dyed brown. The wing is a half again as thick as the tail is going to be. I didn't do that very well. Okay, and what you want is the wing to be exactly the same length as the tail. So as I said, it all blends in and it doesn't really look like a tail, it's part of the wing, really. So you measure it up, transfer it to this hand, and trim it off. Then holding it, keep it held tight in your left hand, get your legs out the way, put that on top of the hook, a couple of small light wraps, then pull it down, make sure it doesn't twist around the shank, pull it down, that leg out the way, and then through the butts. 1, 2, 3. Then when you've done that, what you want to do is completely compress this piece at the front, keeping hold with your left hand, and that then ties that securely right on top of the shank, and that's exactly what you want. The wing sticks up in the air higher than I would like, so what we're going to do is a little tip I got from Davy McPhail. You just pick this up and you press it forward a little bit and you crease it, and then the wing sticks down and it looks a lot more natural. Tidy up here. Then a very little bit of your dubbing, and my fingers have still got some of that silicone muslin on, so this is transferring to the head. And you wind that right on top of the butts. Try not to crowd the eye, which I've probably done. David McPhail would never have done that. And there we are. We'll tie this off. I'm going to varnish that afterwards. But there we are. That's it. Now this head, I just bring this out again a little bit with my popsicle stick, brush it back, trim the legs the length of the body. And there we go. Absolutely floats like a cork. And even though it's got a tail on it, it looks, position that wing a bit better, that leg a bit better if I can. Looks exactly like the caddis. Tie those up on any size you like and see how you get on. Thank you very much.